Before we begin, remember to like and subscribe, as your support is really appreciated. I also want to give thanks to Predator Q's, Talm Chalk, and Kamui Tips. Without them, these videos wouldn't be possible. Philly Fingers here, looking for some advice on a specific issue I had while playing this rack. I'll play the whole video and show you the entire game. Then I'll go back to that one spot, that one shot where I had a severe issue. And then that's where I'm going to need the advice. I'll play that in slow motion so you guys can see what I'm talking about. As I break, I make the 13 in the corner, and I look around and the stripes seem pretty open, so I decide to choose the stripes. I have a ball hanging right by the side pocket, and I choose to make that my first shot. I'm going to go for that 12 in the side pocket. Keep in mind, my goal in uploading these videos is not just to get advice for myself, but I'm hoping that there's others who maybe have the same issues that I have, who can also benefit from the knowledge of our peers. There are a lot of good players out there, so I'm hoping you guys all tap in and can give me some good advice as we get to the end. As I make the 12, I bounce off the rail, and I hold the ball there so that I can now play the 10 in the other side pocket. As I hit the 10, I run into the 4, and I actually move the 4 all the way down to the corner, which now blocks the 9 ball, which I was hoping to then shoot second. With the 9 now blocked, I decide to switch and play defense. My goal now is to hit the 9 and take over that pocket. I want to come around the 4 and take over that bottom corner pocket. Now that I've successfully taken over the pocket, my opponent will now come to play. He decides to choose the 2 ball. I was a little surprised as I thought he would initially go for the 3, but instead he goes for a bank shot. He tries to bank the 2 into the side pocket, and he comes up well short. This is fortunate for me, obviously, as I now get to come to the table. I now have a pretty straightforward combo, so I look to play the 14 into the 9 with a little draw so I can possibly get both balls at the same time. I also have a good angle where I can now nudge the 11 to the rail, and that will let it clear the 4, and it leaves me at the center of the table for the 15. More importantly, I left the cue ball exactly where I wanted. I have a clear shot at the 15, which I can make, come off the rail, and then attempt the 11 ball next. As I now walk around the table for the 11 ball, I have a good angle, a clear shot. It definitely clears the 4, and I can leave the ball right there to play the 8 in the top right corner pocket. Now it's just down to execution. I have the 8 ball in the corner pocket with a slight angle. I just need to follow through and execute. As you can see, I pocket the 8 and I win the game. So where do I need help? Well, let's go back to the match, specifically to one moment in time. And it was a big one, and this is where I need the help. I want some advice on this issue here. And I'm hitting the 10, and I run into the 4, which kind of ruined the whole rack, right? It blocked the pocket, it changed my whole rhythm. I now had to switch to defense as opposed to trying to run out the table. So if I watch it again in slow motion, I am aiming perfectly straight at that 10. But now this is where I need help. I'm having this issue. As you see my follow through, I'm swerving all the way to the left, almost a diamond apart. And I'm having that issue where I'm swerving and I'm throwing the ball and I'm putting extra spin or the wrong spin. And this is where I need help from everyone. I'm looking for some advice, some tips, tricks, techniques. What do you guys do to maintain that perfect form and avoid doing what I just did? I'm hoping not just for myself, but for others who have the same issue, we can all learn together. Thank you, and until next time.